Onegaishimasu. Hi, welcome. Today is November 10th, basics class, but we're going to actually go a little bit beyond the regular basics. We're going to use our regular basics and we're going to put them in combination with each other in something called henka waza. Henka waza is when you purposely move from one technique to another technique. And we're going to show a couple of the classic henka wazas, and we're going to use our newest member to help us show those and get some of the manipulations that we need out of them. Okay, so let's stand up, stretch out, and get ready. Okay, head up and down, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, chin to shoulder, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, arms going forward, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, backwards, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and across, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and diagonals, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, twist the waist, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and circle to the right, and reverse, each, reverse, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, over to your right side. That foot down flat. Okay, switch over to your left side. Right foot down flat. Okay, switch over back to your right side. Up on your left heel. Want a little bit deeper stretch. Put that left hand behind that left foot. Reach that right hand for that left foot. Okay, switch it over to your left side on your right heel. You want a little bit deeper stretch. Put that right hand behind that right foot. Reach that left hand to that right foot. Okay. Coming down into seiza. Okay. Kotegaeshi stretches starting with ikkyo. Each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hand, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Nikyo, bring it in, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Other hand, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju, and sankyo, twist it out, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Take the other hand, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Kotegaeshi, twisting out, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, ju. Hand, each, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, Achi, ku, ju. Okay, twist out a little bit. Okay, left hand back, right hand up, and coming back down to that left elbow, which is right hand across. Okay, come up, right hand back, left hand up, come down to that right elbow, reach that left hand across. Okay, both hands back, both elbows, then laying all the way back. Okay, up, right. Okay, both feet in front. Okay, reach out through your toes, trying to keep your knees and feet as flat as possible. And up. Okay. Now grabbing some part of your leg. And use that to pull yourself in to get a deeper stretch. And reach out and pull, exhale. And up. Okay. Spread them as wide as possible. Both hands to the right side. And up. Both hands to the left side. And up. Both hands to the middle. And up. And feet in. Grabbing those toes. Forehead down to the toes. As you go down, exhale. As you come up, inhale. And down, exhale. Up, inhale. Down, exhale. Up, inhale. Down, exhale. And up, inhale. Okay. So, let's go ahead and get a nice open spot. So for the ukemi, again, we're going to just go ahead and do it all from the knees. And we're just going to, right now, we'll do the forward roll or my ukemi. A couple of things to always consider is making sure that your chin is tucked into your chest for both forward and backwards rolls. And that you're making as much contact as possible over the body so you don't have any edges, okay? So we're going to do a forward roll, both right and left side. Let's go ahead and do 6. So each, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Now for the backwards roll, same thing. Chin is tucked in. We're going to go all the way over. Big note is, especially on the backwards roll, it's very tempting to just go straight back, but then your head ends up smacking the floor. So that's one reason we want to go on one side and have everything go over his shoulder. Okay? Again, 6 on backwards roll or shihonage. So each, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, that's 6. Okay, finally, the Ushiro Yoko Kaiten. We've actually called it here the TCAC, the teddy bear roll. The side, backward side fall. So when you're doing that, you want to kind of go all the way down to one side and over. So we're going to make one rotation, coming back to the starting position. Then we'll rotate completely opposite, coming back to the starting position. So from here, I'm going to start to my left side. So my left side goes down, right side goes down, left side goes down. I should be facing 180. I do it again, left, right, left, and I'm back facing the way I started. Reversing it, I go right, left, right, and again, right, left, right. Okay, let's go back again to the left. So left, right, left, and again, left, right, left, and now with the right side, right, left, right, and one more time, right, left, right. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand up. So let's go ahead and do a couple of the basic exercises before we get into doing the Tai Sabaki, or body work. So Minuchi Ikkyo Undo, we're here, we swing up, we come down, try to keep the feet well planted. As you come up, your hands go up, you come back, hands go back down, and that'll be above the head, not down here, and also not way up here, so just out in front. Okay, so 10, each, ni, san, shi, go, chichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now right or miki hanmi, same thing, and each, ni, san, shi, go, chichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, now same thing, but with a pivot. So up, down, pivot around your own spine, up, down, pivot around that spot, and again. And each, ni, san, shi, go, chichi, hachi, ku, ju. Okay, so that pivot is a kaiten. Let's now do one last exercise, Hapo Undo, 8 direction exercise. So this is really good in helping you pivot and move around as you do technique. So we start with the left or back hanmi, the way I like to start. We slide to the left, up, down. We kaiten pivot, 2, up, down. 3, we step with our left foot, up, down. 4, we pivot, up, down. 5, we step with our left foot, up, down. 6, we pivot, up, down. 7, we step with our left foot again, up, down. And 8, pivot, up, down, and back to the front. Now I should end up, if I'm doing this correctly, I started with my left foot forward, facing this way. I should start and end in the same spot, the same orientation. And one more time, each, ni, san, shi, go, chichi, hachi. Back to the middle. Okay, so there's nice also way to practice kaiten. So pivoting. Now turning, I'm here. I start that pivot. I draw the foot back. Pivot, draw the foot back. Okay? So let's do 6 and each, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Right and miki hanmi, same thing, and each, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Now stepping and turning. So take that actual step. Step, pivot, draw back. Step, pivot, draw back. Okay? And each, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, front foot tension here, and each, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay. Right over migi hanmi, same thing. Ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, left or hidari hanmi, rear foot tension, ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, last one, right on migi hanmi, same thing, and ich, ni, san, shi, go, ro. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to do henka waza. So we're going to be switching from one technique to another technique. Now, this is a conscious decision on I'm wanting to start one technique, show that I have controlled it in that position, and then consciously move to another position. Okay? So I'm going to start with one that I think is kind of the classic and the one we see most often, which is we're going to start shihonage, okay? And then from there, we're going to go to a variant of iriminage, okay? So let me get my trusty partner to demonstrate. Now, I will preface first and foremost saying you will have to forgive my partner's arms. They may go at an interesting angle. If your partner's arms, that's a human being, goes in those angles, you might need to seek medical attention. Okay, so we're going to start with waza-katatetori. So one hand grabbing one hand. I'm going to start front foot henshin to get to the spot I need. Then from here, I'm going to grab, take that shiho sabaki, step, and get into shihonage, where I'm back here behind my partner, okay? As I'm back here behind my partner, I want to change then to iriminage, so from here, hand comes up to the neck, other hand is going to cut down as I bring my partner's head to my shoulder, raise up, and then step through to do iriminage, okay? So first things first, secure the shihonage, then move to the iriminage. As we're here, waza-katatetori, I grab on, I do my front foot henshin, then I step through into shihonage, okay? At this point, again, I should be in a position where I should be able to finish shihonage if I wanted to. I'm here, I take one hand, back of the head, other hand cuts the elbow, do my irimi tenkan, raise up, and step through. Hopefully don't face plant your partner. Okay, so one last time. As we're here, waza-katatetori, we start front foot henshin, get to that shiho sabaki, we step, get into shihonage. Okay, as I'm here, I want to be back behind my partner. I have two hands on their one hand, here behind my partner. I take the hand that would be on the wrist, I'm going to bring it to the side of their head. The other hand that's up a little bit higher, almost on the forearm, is going to cut the elbow down. Then I do a henna tenkan. Raise up, and then step through to throw iriminage. Okay? So, let's go ahead and, okay. All right, so we're here. Left or hidari hanmi, our partner's grabbing us katatetori. So, we do a front foot tension, bam. We draw across, shihosabaki. We step, kaiten. Here we want to be back behind our partner. We got good shihonage. Now, our left hand would let go as we step with our left foot. Hand on their head. Our right hand cuts, irimi tenkan, step through to throw. Okay? Right or migi hanmi, same thing. They grab on, kotegaeshi, front foot tension, draw across, shihosabaki. Step, kaiten. Again, you want to be in a good position for shihonage. My right hand would let go, my right foot steps, my right hand goes by their head, the left hand cuts down. Irimi tenkan, bringing it up, stepping through the throat. Okay, now facing the camera. Left or hidari hanmi. Front foot tension. Draw across, shihosabaki. Step, irimi, kaiten. You want to be back behind your partner. Good shihonage position. From here, my left hand would let go. Left foot moves in, irimi, tenkan as you cut down. Hand comes up, stepping through the throat. Okay? Right to migi hanmi again. You're grabbing katatetori. From here, front foot tension, shihosabaki, step, irimi, kaiten. Good shihonage position. That right hand lets go as that right foot steps. Hand on the back of the head, left hand cuts, bringing them in, stepping through the throat. Okay, two more. We're here, left or hidari hanmi. They grab on, katatetori, front foot tension. Draw across, shihosabaki. Step, irimi, kaiten. You got shihonage now. Let that left hand go as you step with that left foot. Irimi, tenkan, bringing up and over. Step through, iriminage. Right or migi hanmi, they grab on, katatetori. So here, front foot tension, shihosabaki. Step, irimi, tenkan, or kaiten. Here, I'm back behind my partner. I let go with my right hand as my right foot steps in. Right hand's on the back of the head. Left hand cuts, irimi, tenkan. Now step through and throw. So, that's the nage waza. The uke waza portion of that is, I'm here, they draw it out, they draw through. They do the shihonage, they get it to this point. Now from here, as they step, they're going to want to tip me. As they tip me, I'm going to come around, then it's going to come up, and then they're going to step through. A couple of the key points here, at least in my simple brain, they have the shihonage, they should already have me slightly off balance. When they step in and get to the iriminage, they should continue to keep me off balance the whole time. It's very tempting, especially the first couple times you do it, at least when I did it. My partner shoulders were stacked right over their hips. I went to move them, and they went, because I never took the balance. I never took their kazushi, so you have to make sure you've got their balance, you keep their balance, then as you move through, you keep that balance that whole time. So, my partner's left or hidari hanmi. I'm right or migi hanmi, grabbing on. So, they start, front foot tension. They draw across, shihosabaki. They step through, irimi, kaiten. Boom. They got good shihonage position. So, shoulders should already be off the hips. Now, They let go, hand comes on the head. They step through, irimi, henka. I'm at this point. Hand is across my neck. They step through, throwing, iriminage. Okay. Partner's right or migi hanmi. I'm left or hidari. So same thing. So front foot tenshin. They draw across, shihonage. They step, irimi, kaiten. Boom. They got good shihonage position. Now they let go. They step, irimi, henka, up here. Again, shoulders are still off the hips. Then they step through to throw, iriminage. So, my partner is here, left or hidari hanmi. I'm right or migi hanmi. So, they grab, or so they come in. Front foot tenshin, shihonage. They step, do good shihonage to begin with. Now, they let the hand go, they put the hand on the head, they come around. Irimi tenkan, again, shoulders off the hips, and then they step through and throw. Iriminage. Okay, last one for you, Kemi. Partner is right or migi hanmi, left or hidari. Grabbing waza-katatetori. So from here, they come in, front foot tenshin. Shihonage, they step. Irimi kaiten. Good shihonage position to begin with. Now, that hand comes in and around. Irimi tenkan. Boom, I'm here, shoulders off the hips. They step through and through. Iriminage. Okay, so that's probably the most classic, easiest one that most people will say, you know, boom, that one should come almost automatically for henka waza from shihonage. Now, we're going to switch it a little bit and we'll do another one now from kotegaeshi. We're going to go from kotegaeshi to shihonage. All right? So, I'm going to grab my partner. This may get a little interesting at times. So, for this, again, we're going to start with the same, under the same premise of katatetori. Reason being, it makes the transition a little bit easier. So we come from here, bam, we do that front foot tenshin. Can you stay up? We get up, and we're going to be doing, let's step forward, there we go. Kotegaeshi. As we do kotegaeshi, we've got two hands on it, we want to change. So from there, we actually bring both hands onto the wrists, like you're going to take the pulse. We change up the hips. Hey, how you doing? We step through for shihonage, and then throw our partner down. Okay? So, as we're in this position, again, we're going to start with katatetori. So as I'm here, I start with that same front foot tenshin. I come in and I'm going to do kotegaeshi. I'm going to do it in front. Okay? From there, I just bring my hands down and get both hands, both my thumbs essentially over the top of their wrist. I then position my hips. I step through and get myself into, shihonage position, and then throw. Yeah, if a person's arm moves like that, you've got problems. You have, you may want to call somebody. Okay, so one last time. We start here, do that front foot tenshin, and then we get to the kotegaeshi. Whoa, hey, no, don't go with me yet. Kotegaeshi position. From there, we bring the hands down on the wrists. we kind of just open up the hips a little bit, step through, and you can hear crunching noises, can't you? Get into shihonage, and then throw our partner down. All right, so let's get to that position. Hopefully without tearing our partner's arms off. So we're going from kotegaeshi, wrist turnout in the front, omote, to then shihonage, omote waza as well. So we start here, left or hidari hanmi, front foot tenshin. Now from here we bring it out, we grab kotegaeshi. Now from here we start to pivot. Okay? Our partner, for some reason we want to change. We take, I like to call them my butterflies, put it on top of the wrist. We open the hips back up. Then we step irimi, kaiten, and throw. Okay? So, here, right iriminage hanmi, they grab kotegaeshi, front foot tenshin, open it up, then open the hips back, but don't throw for kotegaeshi. You're demonstrating that you can hold the kotegaeshi there for a second, bring the hands over the top, thumbs over the top of the wrist, open the hips back up, step, irimi, kaiten, bam, shihonage. So here, left or hidari hanmi, they grab, waza-katatetori. So, front foot tenshin. We get to that same shiho sabaki. We grab kotegaeshi and we pivot. We don't throw our partner, instead we pivot. We're like, oh, okay. Put the hands back on, get back to that shiho sabaki. Step irimi, kaiten, and throw. Shihonage. Right iriminage hanmi, they grab on. And front foot tenshin, shiho sabaki, grab kotegaeshi, and pivot. You're not going to throw. Hands go over the top. You turn the hips back. Irimi, kaiten, and down. Okay? So, last two. Here, left or hidari hanmi, coming in. Front foot tenshin. Shiho sabaki. You come in, you grab kotegaeshi. You don't throw, you re-grab, you go back to that shiho sabaki. Step, irimi, kaiten, and down. Okay, last one. Here, we grab, katatetori, front foot tenshin, draw across. Grabbing kotegaeshi, pivot back. Put the hands over, open those hips back up, step, irimi, kaiten, throwing, shihonage. So, as for the waza, I come in here, go across here. Now, as my partner does the kotegaeshi, I pivot and turn with it. Now they're going to take it back out, step it through, up, and around. There are other ways to get to the shihonage and the kotegaeshi if you want to make a little bit more of a distinction. But this is like the basic mechanic of, if you've got that kotegaeshi, that grip right here, especially if you reinforce with the other hand, all you do is just open the hand up and go with the thumbs over the top of the wrist to grab your shihonage. So, left or hidari hanmi, right iriminage. So from here, they do a front foot tenshin, they draw across, shiho sabaki, they come in, they're going to do kotegaeshi, they turn it, now they take it back, they bring the hand back out maybe even a little bit further, they raise it up, bring it back, again, shoulders are off the hips, and throw. Okay, Partner's right iriminage hanmi, left hidari. So from here, front foot tenshin, draw across, shihonage. Now they grab kotegaeshi and they turn it. They open it back up. They open the hips back up, turning me out. They step through, raise up, good shihonage, and cut down. Okay, partner's left or hidari hanmi, I'm right iriminage hanmi. So from here, they do that front foot tenshin, shihonage. They turn it for kotegaeshi, keeping my shoulders off my hips. They open it back up, bring it back out, raise it up, good shihonage, and throw. Right. Last one. Partner's right iriminage hanmi, left or hidari. So from here, they do a front foot tenshin, shihonage. They grab kotegaeshi and they turn it out. They open it up. They bring it back across. They step. They raise up. Shihonage and the rope. Okay, so we did the classic shihonage to iriminage. Then we did kotegaeshi to shihonage. Now, let's look at doing what we can do from iriminage. So, iriminage gets a little bit more interesting at times, just because you have to, the way you have to manipulate the body. We're going to go ahead and actually do cross-handed grab. So, hanmi. When I practiced this earlier, it seemed to make a little more sense. Hanmi. So, as I'm hanmi, see if I can get him. He kicked forward further, but. So as he's here, I just cut around the arm, step iriminage, henka. Now from here, I want to change. So one of the ways I'm going to change is this hand that's up top comes down. As it comes down, it's going for this hand. As it goes for the hand, it comes around, and I grab with the other hand, kotegaeshi. And then I can, whoa, hey, turn back and do kotegaeshi. Hopefully his hand stays where it's supposed to be. Okay, so he did this a little bit nicer earlier. Not much, but just a little bit. There it is. Okay, if I can just stand right there. It was really kind of, so as he's right there, I just circle. Oh, there's a critical balance point that if I can get it just right, he stays there just long enough so I come over the top. Iriminage, henka, raise up. Gonna do iriminage. I decide to switch. So this hand, my up hand is gonna slide down. I will say if you're having if you're a gentleman and you have a female partner, please do not go straight down their chest. Kind of make it a little bit wider for modesty. So as we're here, comes down to their arm, where we're going to lock their arm into us and do a tenkan, kaiten, which should give us their hand. And then from here, we can just kaiten back to do kotegaeshi. The way I like to do is usually with a tenkan, but a lot harder to see with this guy. I also like to do a slight arm bar, but that's just me. So, as we're here, we go over the top, iriminage, tenkan, coming in for iriminage. Now from here, this up hand is going to come down and lock their hand into my hip. So from here, I'm facing this way, right iriminage hanmi. I'm going to tenkan. As I tenkan, then my other hand comes around, kaiten. So I can grab kotegaeshi. And then from here, I can actually just open my hips back up, do kotegaeshi back, and bam. Okay? So, pardon me. So now we're going to do this off of waza-katatetori, so cross-handed grab. So as we're here, we do a little ikkyo, step, iriminage, henka. So we have this hand, our left hand, up and over like we're going to throw iriminage. Now, our left hand comes down, and from here, I henka. Now my right hand's going to go on their hand. I kaiten, boom, I should be grabbing kotegaeshi. And then from here, I can just open my hips back up, kaiten again, and then bring the hands all the way around if you want to do the pin, all that kind of fun stuff. Okay, so right now we're just focusing on the nage waza. So, right turn miki hanmi, again, this is cross-handed grab, iriminage. So from here, they grab on. We ikkyo, going over the top. Iriminage, henka. We get up to this point, we're going to do a iriminage. Our right hand comes down to our hip, bringing their hand with us. My left foot's forward this way, I bring it back and around. Henka, my left hand then goes over their hand. Kaiten, I should be grabbing kotegaeshi. And then kaiten back, boom, throwing kotegaeshi. Okay. So, left or hidari hanmi, we're here. Waza-katatetori, so cross-handed grab. Over. Iriminage, henka, raise it up. You're going to throw iriminage, you hold that position. Now from here, left hand comes down by your left thigh. Henka. Right hand would be going down. Kaiten, you grab kotegaeshi. Kaiten back and throw. Okay? Right or miki hanmi, we're grabbing waza-katatetori. So from here, ikkyo, iriminage, henka, over the top. Take that right hand, bring it down to your hip, down to your thigh, pardon me. Henka, now that left hand comes up and over, grabbing kotegaeshi, and now kaiten back to throw kotegaeshi. Left, last two. Left or hidari hanmi, we're here. Ikkyo, iriminage, henka. Get to that position. Now, take that left hand, bring it by the thigh. Henka, bring that right hand over the top. Kaiten, grab kotegaeshi, and kaiten back to throw. Okay, last one. Right or miki hanmi, they're cross-handed grab, waza-katatetori. So, ikkyo, iriminage, henka, raising it up like you're going to throw. Bring that right hand down to your right thigh. Henka, that left hand should go over the top. Kaiten, grab your kotegaeshi, and then kaiten back to throw. Okay, so again, that's the nage waza portion of it. The uke waza portion. So my partner comes in here, they do iriminage, henka, and boom. They should have me at this point to do that iriminage. Now, as my hand comes through, I'm going to come back this way. As I come back, they then get my hand, and then they turn back, and a nice back fall for kotegaeshi. Okay? Hopefully you should notice that if you got kotegaeshi, you can do shihonage. If you have shihonage, you can also do kotegaeshi or iriminage. So all three of these kind of mix together. Okay? So if my partner's left or hidari hanmi, I'm also left or hidari hanmi. So from here, my partner does ikkyo, they step around, iriminage, henka, getting me for iriminage. That hand comes down, they do the henka, now kaiten. They got my hand here, they turn it over, and kaiten back to throw kotegaeshi. So, my partner's right iriminage hanmi. I'm also right iriminage hanmi. So, they do the kokyu, they come around, irimi, tenkan. They got that good iriminage position. Now, they take that hand, they cut it down, they tenkan, kaiten. They grab kotegaeshi, they kaiten back, and throw. Okay, two more. So partner's left to hidari hanmi. I'm also left to hidari hanmi. From here, I'm grabbing on. They break the grip, they come around, irimi, tenkan, they've got kotegaeshi. Now from here, they bring that hand down onto their hip, or sorry, onto their thigh, and they tenkan. Boom. Now from here, they'll kaiten, grab kotegaeshi, and turn back to throw. Okay, last one. Partner is right iriminage hanmi. I'm also right iriminage hanmi, grabbing on. I waza-katatetori. So from here, they come in, they bring it around, irimi, tenkan. They have iriminage. Now from here, they cut that hand down, tenkan, kaiten. They turn it over and kaiten back for kotegaeshi. Okay? So, just to kind of recap, if you noticed, shihonage, you're already in the position, you can get to iriminage. You're in iriminage, boom, you can get to kotegaeshi. You're in kotegaeshi, you can get back to shihonage. So you can actually flow this all together. Okay, so with that being said, now let's get to something maybe a little bit more, I'm not going to even call it advanced. So we're going to go from ikkyo to garuma, okay? So it's the figure 4 lock, which is a lot of people remember. So as I'm here, I waza-katatetori. I start in and I start ikkyo. I get my partner bent over. Now, say they start to come back up. As they come back up, I take my hand on the outside, going over, grabbing my own forearm, and then I just kaiten back. Now from here, the way I like to pin, and this is one where I like to show the pin, I keep this figure 4 lock and I push with the inside of my forearm and my hips around my partner's head, and then I get it in here and then lock it up. Okay? So, once again, do it from the other side, so hopefully you can see the hands. So we start I waza-katatetori, we start ikkyo, we have our partner bent over. Okay, but our partner starts to come up. As they start to raise, we take our hand and we bring it over, we grab our own forearm. This is why people call it a figure 4. It looks like a figure 4, well, looks like a 4. So from here, then as my partner comes up, I kaiten and pivot back this way. Okay? Now from here, I'll take the inside of my forearm on the inside of their bicep region, and then I will move around my partner to put in a pin. Okay? So one more time. Okay? So, as we start here, we bring it up. We do ikkyo, we have our partner bent over. Now our partner starts to come up. As they come up, our hand goes over the top. We grab our own forearm, and then we kaiten back. As we kaiten back, I like to go down to a knee. That's just a knee thing. I'll get this in tight and then move it around my partner's shoulders and head and then pin. Okay? So, some people, will say that this looks like an advanced technique. It's not really, I mean, it is kind of advanced, but the body work and motion is very, we've done it. We've been doing it, a lot of it all night. So let's go ahead and try it out. So, no, it's all the dummy abuse. All right, so we start here. Hanmi-katatetori, okay? We do a little rear foot tension to bring it up. Start that ikkyo sabaki. So we got good, strong ikkyo, but our partner's still coming up. Maybe we didn't get as good as we thought. So from here, I take my right hand over the top of theirs, snake it around, grabbing my own wrist. Now, as my partner comes up, I come up with it, kaiten, and bring it straight down. Okay? For the pin, if you want to do a pin, I bring that inside, around, and pin. Okay? So, right or migi hanmi, from here, little rear foot tension, raise up, cutting down. Now from here, take that left hand, it's coming up, you bring the left hand up and over their arm, snake it around, grabbing your own forearm, and then kaiten back. Okay? And then you can worry about the pin a little bit later. So here we are. Left or hidari hanmi, they're grabbing hanmi-katatetori. So a little rear foot tension, raise up, cut down. Now from here, we take that right hand, we go over their arms, snake it underneath, grabbing our own forearm. I also like to make sure that my left hand is grabbing onto their wrist. And then from here, we raise up, kaiten, back. Okay, right for migi hanmi. They're grabbing hanmi-katatetori and up, cutting down. Now from here, they're coming up. Take that left hand over, snake it through, grabbing our own forearm. Make sure that other hand, that right hand is grabbing the wrist, and then kaiten back. Right? Two more. So, left or hidari hanmi, they grab on, rear foot tension, raise up, cut down. Take that right hand over the arm, snake it through, grab our forearm, and then kaiten back. Okay, last one, right or migi hanmi, hanmi-katatetori. So from here, rear foot tension, raise up, cut down. From here, take that left hand, goes over their arms, snakes underneath, grab our own forearm back. And then kaiten back down. Okay, that's the nage waza. The uke waza is we're here and here. Okay, they got that ikkyo. Now from here, it's going to come up. And the way I like to think about it is you're trying to hit them in the face with their own hand, and then you can just do a nice, easy back fall. If you've got the agility and got the space, you can actually do a nice break fall out of it. But one of those, especially if you've got a new partner, check and make sure that they're okay with you, kemi, if they want to do a break fall, because you do have their elbow and shoulder in a rather compromising position. Okay? So, pardon me. My partner is left or hidari hanmi. I'm also left or hidari hanmi. So, they do that little rear foot tension, raise up, they cut down. Now from here, the hand comes up and over, snakes, and as they kaiten, that hand comes up, keeping me off balance, and then throw. Okay. Partner's right iriminage hanmi. I'm right iriminage hanmi. So, partner goes a little bit for tension, raises up, cuts down. Now from here they snake over and through, grabbing their own forearm. As they kite in, that hand's going to come up towards me to keep me off balance. They turn it and down to throw. Ude garuma. So, partner's left hidari hanmi. I'm also left hidari hanmi. So from here, rear foot tension, raise up, cut down. Hand goes over the top, comes back, they raise up. Hand is coming to me to keep me off balance, and we finish the kaiten to throw. Okay. Partner's right iriminage hanmi. I'm right iriminage hanmi. Grabbing ai hanmi katatetori. So from here, a little rear foot tension, up, cut down. Hand comes over, snakes, they grab their own forearm. They come up, they kite in, coming around and through, and finish, and throw. Okay, so let's very quickly finish off, or at least start to introduce another one. So as we're here, we're going to, oh, wait, if I can get him to kick out, this will be great. We'll start with that rear foot tension to expose for ukemi nage. So, if we have it exposed for ukemi nage, we can just then change up and take it into, whoa, shihonage. Okay? So, again, as we're here, and this is what we're going to cover tomorrow, hopefully in a little bit more detail. They start ai hanmi. Oh, that's right, that foot kick forward. We start like we're going to do ukemi nage, so we get it underneath. We start the pressure. We bring it back, and then to make sure that it looks very different, we do henka to do uda, and we throw our partner to shihonage.
You did that last one much better than the first one.
Yeah. Okay, so. Okay, thank you all very much for joining us. So next Zoom session will be tomorrow, Wednesday. We're going to continue with henka waza, but we're actually going to get to maybe a few different techniques and maybe even a kotegaeshi or two. See you then. Have a good night.